Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm really excited because we're going to be doing a full face of the Allure Beauty 2024 awards. So I have gathered all of the products, or all the products that I own that won Allure Beauty Awards for 2024, and we're going to be going over them all. I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup using them. I'll give you guys my thoughts. Do I think they deserve the award or not? So I'm very excited to do this video. So if you guys are interested in seeing which products won the Allure Beauty Awards this year, then be sure to keep on watching. Before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the bell notifications. That way you're notified of all my future uploads. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. So first up, we're going to do brows. Now, the best clear brow gel is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. Now, this one I have never tried before, so this is actually going to be like my first impressions. I did get this in PR, and I haven't had a chance to test it out yet, so I thought for today's video, since it is awarded the best clear brow gel, we can test it out for the first time together. I have heard like really good reviews about this, so I'm very excited. So here is how the wand looks. It kind of has like a flat wand, and I have the original brow freeze, like the one in the little jar. I don't love that one. I do like it, but I don't think it's like the best brow gel. I feel like it doesn't hold my brows as long as I would like, so I'm hoping that this one is going to work a little bit better. So let's go ahead and try this on. So I'm just going to comb up my brows first. And then I guess with the flat side, you kind of apply the product and then go back in with the comb to brush the hairs up. I really like how easy this is to use. Like the wand on this is really nice, so I love that. But I really need to see how this is going to hold my brows, because that's like my main concern with the brow gel is it going to actually hold my brows up? So we're just going to leave it at that, I think, and I'm going to let it dry for a little bit before I go in with the brow pencil, or brow pen actually. So the next product we have is the Maybelline Builds a Brow. Now this was awarded the best brow pen. I have the shade Ash Brown. Now this does come with like a little kind of like sealing gel as well. I don't know if I'm going to go in with that since I already have a brow gel in, but I will use the pen side. So this is how it looks. It has like a very fine tip. And I'll do a little swatch so you can see it like on the back of my hand. It draws like the most precise strokes. I don't know if you can even see that because it's quite light, but I'll try and do it a little bit darker. You can see that, like look at how fine those lines are. It makes for like the perfect brow hair strokes. So I have loved this one the few times that I've used it. Let me just grab a smaller mirror so I can get up close here, and I just want to make sure that my brows are set before I go in with this pen. I do also like to take a Q-tip and just lightly remove any excess product above my brow hairs. That way when I go in with like foundation and stuff, there's no like gel above my brows, you know, because sometimes when you go in with the brow gel, it can get, you know, kind of everywhere. So I like to just clean that up afterwards. But so far, it looks like my brow hairs are staying in place. They aren't falling as of yet, so far so good. But let's go ahead and use this brow pen. I think I've only used this a few times, but I did really like it the few times I used it. It's very easy to draw like the brow hair strokes. As you guys can see, like it's very pigmented and very precise. I don't know if this is like my perfect shade, but I feel like it'll work. I'm just going to do this brow and then I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay, that's kind of how we're looking with one brow. Now I will say this shade, to me, this feels more like a medium brown than an ash brown. I feel like it's a little bit darker than I would personally like. I like my brows to just be a shade or two lighter than this, but it'll work for me. Like it's fine. It's just I do like them a tiny bit lighter. The pen itself works really well. Like it filled in my brows so quickly, and you can get like really nice hair strokes. So I think this is a really nice brow pen. I just feel like I probably need to get a lighter shade. Okay, I finished up my brows and they're looking pretty good. I went in just to touch them to see like how the brow gel feels now that it's set, and you can tell that it's like dried on there and it's like set. It doesn't feel like crispy or crunchy though, but you can definitely tell, yeah, that it's set, and I don't feel like they're gonna budge at all. They feel like they're really set in place, so I'm really impressed with this so far, but we'll see how my brows hold up throughout the rest of the video, and I can also update the description box letting you guys know how they hold up throughout the day, but so far I'm really impressed. All right, so let's move on to eyeshadow next. I want to do my eyes next, and the best powder eyeshadow went to Too Faced. Honestly, I'm a little surprised, but at the same time I'm not surprised because these eyeshadow palettes are actually so beautiful. Now, the pictures that they had on their site were of the smaller palettes. I don't know if those are the ones that came out this year, but they were like about half the size of these. I don't have those ones. I only have these bigger ones, but I believe they're the same formula. So we're gonna use these palettes today. So we have the Natural Nudes palette and the Born This Way Sunset Stripped. Actually, they're both Born This Way. This is Born This Way Natural Nudes and Born This Way Sunset Stripped. So I'll show you both of them. So this is Sunset Stripped, which is more of a like warmer tone palette, and then the Natural Nudes is more of your, I would say like cooler tones, I guess, slightly, but they are quite similar. I feel like this one just leans a little bit more warmer. So we can go ahead and use these palettes today. I feel like I may dip into both of them, but to start, I'm going to go in with the Born This Way Natural Nudes. I think I'm going to start off with this shade here called Petal. This is like a lighter kind of pinky mauve, and I'm just going to put that in the crease. The mattes on this palette really surprised me. I feel like I haven't really tried any Too Faced palettes that I can remember, but I had heard like really mixed reviews on the formulas of Too Faced. So I got these palettes actually at Winners, and they were like on clearance when I got them. So I was like, let me just get them and try them because I really do love the color stories. And I was so surprised on how good the formula is in here. And apparently these are actually their better formulas. Like these are like some of their best palettes that they've come out with as far as I've heard. So I haven't really tried any of their other formulas, so I can't really compare them, but I'm really impressed with this formula. So I like both of these palettes a lot, actually. I use them quite often. All right, next I'm going to dip into this Warm Rose shade, which is just slightly darker than the previous one. And I'll just put that kind of in the outer corner and blend that into the other shade. So as you guys can see, these mattes are like really pigmented. They're super soft, super easy to blend. There's not a lot of fallout or kickback with these, so I just really enjoy this matte formula. But the shimmers, you guys, I feel like the shimmers are what kind of really stood out to me in these palettes. They are just like not what I was expecting. I was expecting, you know, kind of more of a satiny or more of just like a sheer kind of shimmer. Like I wasn't expecting the sparkle and payoff that these ones have. So I'm gonna go in with the rose gold shade right here. And let me just show you, like on my finger, look at that. How beautiful is that? And wait till I put it on my eyes. Like, do you guys see that? It's so pretty. Okay, to amp this look up a little bit more, I'm gonna go into the Sunset Strip palette now, and I'm gonna take a different shimmer. I think I'm gonna take this Shall We Dance shade right here. This is like a lighter shimmer. I'm just gonna pop that on top of the other one just to kind of bring it to life a little bit more. I mean, it's beautiful on its own, but I feel like we could just add a little bit of something extra to it just to really get a beautiful, like, look at that. It just gave it some dimension because it has a little bit of a shift to it. This one, this is like kind of like a, I don't know, pinky purple like reflect. So just adding that on top really just amps it up. Okay, next we can move on to mascara. Now I actually have two mascaras that won awards, but we'll probably only use maybe one. I don't know if I want to use like two different mascaras here, but I will share both of them with you. So the two that I have, we have the Tartelette XL tubing mascara. Now this won an award for the best tubing mascara. I feel like I've tried this one before, but maybe in the original version. I think this is a different version because this one is the XL. I'm not really sure what the difference is, but I feel like I've tried the original one in the past. I don't remember my thoughts on it though, but I think I liked it. So we're gonna go ahead and try this one out today. So this one says Tubing XL Peptide Blend for extra length, lift, and pigment. So I just have obviously a sample size of it that I got in a Tarte order that I made. So I don't have the full size, but I'm sure the wand is like the same as the full size. Here's how it looks. So definitely more of your lengthening type of wand. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly curl my lashes before we use this. All right, lashes are curled. Let's go in on one side with this mascara and then we'll see the difference. Really, really like this wand, like just off the bat. It's like so easy to use. I like how small it is and like how it's tapered. So it just really makes for easy application. And so far, I mean, with one coat, my lashes are looking like really good. Like, do you guys see that? They definitely look longer and just like more separated. So I really like that, but we're gonna let that dry for a second and then I'm gonna go in with another coat. All right, let's do coat number 2. Okay, that is 2 coats. Look at how good that looks. My lashes definitely look longer. They look lifted. It gave a little bit of volume as well. So I can definitely see why this won the award. I mean, it's a very nice mascara. There was another mascara that won an award, and this is the best, is it the best waterproof mascara? Yes, so this is from Gensee, and it is the Spectator Sport Mascara. Now, I haven't even opened this yet. I got this in PR earlier this year, and I didn't even try it yet, so I'll just show you guys how it looks and kind of show you the wand and everything, but I won't be trying it out today just because I wanted my eyelashes to match because I'm probably not going to be putting on falsies, so I didn't want to have like 2 different mascaras on, but this is apparently the best waterproof mascara. I mean, according to Allure, so we will see. I'm not a big fan of waterproof mascaras either. I know a lot of people love them, but for me, I just feel like they feel weird on my lashes. They feel heavy, and obviously they're harder to get off, so I just never really reach for waterproof mascaras unless I'm going to be, you know, somewhere really hot, like if I'm going on vacation or something and it's going to be really hot out. I don't want like that transfer. Sometimes I'll opt for a waterproof mascara if I'm going to like the pool or the beach or something. Then obviously, yeah, I would go for a waterproof mascara, but just like for every day, it's not something I reach for, but that's how it looks. And yeah, I'll definitely have to test this one out though and see if I like it. Okay, moving right along to eyeliner. Now the award for the best waterproof eyeliner goes to Stila, and this is the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. Honestly, I don't know how this one got the award because I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's all right, but there are definitely like better liquid liners out there. Maybe it got the award just because it's, you know, maybe the longest lasting because it is waterproof and everything, but for me, like, I don't like the applicator of it. It has like a felt tip, which I prefer a brush tip, and this one kind of gets like dry on the end, and it's also starting to have like little fuzzies on the end, so it doesn't give you like the most precise line. I feel like I have issues with the pigment coming out and stuff, so I don't think this is the best. I'm sure there are better ones out there, but this is what Allure said was the best of 2024, so we're gonna use it. And yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll see if I can get it to work well for me today or not, but like lately I just haven't been loving it. So I'm just gonna try and do a quick little wing. I don't think it's like horrible. I just wouldn't probably repurchase this one, especially for like the price point. Yeah, do you guys see that? Like, it's already patchy here. Like, you really have to press to get the pigment out. But I will say it is really dark. Like, it's very black. So it's very pigmented, but I just don't like the applicator, I guess. I just think there are others I prefer. That's how it looks. Honestly, it looks good. Like, I feel like I didn't have that much of an issue with it today, which is nice, but I feel like it's not always like that. Sometimes I just do not like the wings that I get with this one, and I have to go over it with like a different eyeliner. Yeah, so when I went to do this eye, I had issues with it. I feel like it dries out so super fast. I haven't used this in a bit, so I feel like it had like a lot of the liquid at the end. So this one was fine, but then when I went to do this one, it was like starting to dry out. So I feel like that's another issue I have with this one, is that it's just super dry. Let's move on to the next category, which is bronzing drops. I feel like 2024 was like the year of bronzing drops. Every brand came out with bronzing drops. It was crazy. There were so many, and I feel like I'm just kind of over it at this point. There's just too many on the market. We don't need any more. But of course, the best bronzing drops award went to Drunk Elephant. Now, I will say these are pretty dang good. I know a lot of people don't like them, but for me, I think they work good. I like the way they look on my skin. They're not patchy on me, so I really do enjoy these. So we're gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna mix it with some moisturizer. I'm just gonna apply this first, and then we can go in with some moisturizer and blend that all out. All right, let's blend. It does really give like a nice bronzing effect to the skin. I don't tan my face, so I feel like bronzing drops really come in handy for me in that sense. Just so that my face can kind of be a little bit more, you know, evened out to the rest of my body, because my face is like white versus my body is like tan. So on days where I don't want to wear makeup, I usually go in with some sort of bronzing product. These are one of my favorites. Like I said, I love these, but I have since found, I feel like, some dupes that work pretty much just as good as these. So I don't know that I would repurchase these because they're like $52 or so. I found some other ones that are way cheaper and do pretty much the same thing. So I don't really think that these ones are necessary. I feel like there's so many dupes on the market now that you can find. But these were like one of the first that I tried, and I really fell in love with them. But like since then, there's been so many that have come out. So I don't really think that those are necessarily worth the money anymore, but I do really like how they make my skin look. Okay, moving on to primer. The best mattifying primer award went to the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. This one has gotten so many good reviews. I see a lot of people talk about this one and how good it is. Now, I have tried it a few times. I've had it in my collection for a while, but it's not something I reach for a lot. I don't know. I have so many primers that I'm trying to use up. This is one that's kind of just sat in my collection for a while, but I do remember really liking it. So let's go ahead and apply some. I just don't really reach for a lot of mattifying primers anymore. I feel like I usually reach for hydrating primers. That's probably why this one has kind of sat for a while, because I don't know. I just feel like I don't need a mattifying primer as much anymore, but I will use them from time to time. Although for being like a mattifying primer, this does feel really like hydrating on the skin. Like it doesn't feel like silicone-y. It doesn't feel drying. It actually feels quite nice. Okay, let's get into foundation now. So the best liquid foundation award went to the Fenty Beauty. This is the Naturally Luminous Longwear Foundation. This was a new one that came out in 2024. And I absolutely love this one. It is beautiful. It's glowy on the skin. It's lightweight. It's long wearing. It's honestly become such a favorite of mine. This is the one that we're going to be using today. But before we get into that, let me just quickly go over a couple more foundations that won awards. So the best powder foundation award went to the Maybelline Superstay Hybrid Powder Foundation. Now this one I don't really ever use. I don't know why I bought it. I just don't like powder foundations. They just end up looking too dry on me. They're too heavy feeling on the skin. So I don't ever use this one. I feel like it's going to be decluttered, but I thought I would include it because this did win the best powder foundation award. The one thing I will say about it though is it is full coverage. Like this will cover up everything, which is crazy. So yeah, there's that for powder foundation. And then the best skin tint award goes to, and I totally agree with this one, this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. This is one of my favorite foundation products of all time. It is absolutely stunning. I just love this. This is like my holy grail. I will repurchase this forever. I love this one so much. So yeah, definitely understand why this one won because it is unreal. So for today though, we are going to go in with the Fenty Beauty one just because I feel like I want a little bit more coverage today. This one is definitely more sheer coverage. Like it's very, very light coverage. I like this one for more natural days, but today we're going to go in with this one just to have a little bit more coverage today. So let me go ahead and just apply some to my sponge. Now I have the shade 150. And this is honestly like my perfect shade. Such a close match to my skin tone. Maybe not when I have self tan on, but when I don't, it is like an exact match. Like as you see, it just blends into the skin so seamlessly, so quickly. It is beautiful. And it looks like skin. Like it doesn't look like foundation. It just looks like you have like beautiful evened out skin. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin either. It's so lightweight. And it just looks gorgeous. I love this foundation so much. Like, look at how good my skin looks. It's so perfect. Okay, before we move on to the rest of my base, let me put something on my lips to kind of hydrate my lips before we get to, you know, the lipstick end of things. So we have quite a few lip balms that won awards. First up, we have the Best Day Lip Balm, and the award for that one goes to OleHenriksen, and this is the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. I have two different shades. I have the Creme Brulee and Strawberry Sorbet. These are so freaking good. These have easily become one of my favorite lip balms of all time. I absolutely love these. So we have those for Best Day Lip Balm, and then Best Clear Gloss. We have the, I think I have 4 of these. Yeah. We have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss. So these, again, are an amazing formula. They kind of feel almost like a lip oil. They're like very glossy, but also very hydrating to the lips. They're not really sticky or anything. They have so many different shades, and they actually just came out with new ones that are like a plumping version. I haven't tried those ones yet, but I love the original formula. So yeah, these are the best clear gloss. And then for the best tinted lip balm, you guys can probably guess, Summer Fridays. And I have so many of these. I have, how many are here? Like 6? I have 6 plus I have a bunch of minis as well, or like 4 minis I think, or 3, 4, I can't remember. But yeah, these are all my Summer Fridays lip balms. So we have Birthday Cake, which was a limited edition. We have Cherry. We have Pink Sugar. We have Hot Cocoa, which is another limited edition. We have Sweet Mint and Iced Coffee. Now these are honestly probably my favorite lip balm. I feel like it's almost a tie between these and the OleHenriksen. They're both just so good. So I can't really decide which one's my favorite. I feel like they're both kind of up there, top 2 for sure. Which one do I want to use today, just to show you guys kind of how they look on the lips? Let me do the Summer Fridays Hot Cocoa, since this is the newest launch. This one just came out like a few months ago. So let me apply some of this. This has a beautiful, like, warm brown kind of tint. If you guys can see that. It's not like super tinted. It just has a very slight tint, but this smells literally like hot chocolate. It smells so freaking good. Yeah, I love these. I love how like shiny they are. They are so nourishing to the lips. I just love the way they feel. I love the way they look. I love that you get different tints in those ones. The ones from OleHenriksen, there are a few options, but they don't have nearly as many shades as the Summer Fridays. These, I think there's like maybe 5 shades or something. With Summer Fridays, there's probably like double that. So you get more options with the Summer Fridays. I don't know how much, let me just compare how much product is in here. So the Summer Fridays is 0.5 ounces and the OleHenriksen is 0.4. Yeah, so the OleHenriksen is slightly smaller and they are the same price. So you're actually getting a better deal with the Summer Fridays because you're getting more product, but they're both like amazing formulas. So if you're looking for a good lip balm, you cannot go wrong with either. Right, and then the CoverGirl gloss, I'll just quickly swatch them for you, or swatch 1, maybe 2 shades, just so you can see how they look. So this is the shade You're Just Jelly. This one I feel like is going to have the most color because it is the darkest shade I have. So these are very lightly tinted as well. As you can see, has a slight like reddish kind of tint. They smell so freaking delicious. Literally smells like candy. And then I'll also swatch this one. This one is in Lavender. So this is like a pretty lavender kind of lilac shade. Yeah, this one is pretty sheer. you can't really see much of a tint on that one at all. But the formula is so nice. And some of them smell different. Like this one smells more coconutty. Red one smelled more like candy. I'm just gonna smell them all real quick. This one is Sugar Poppy, which is really pretty pink. Yeah, this one smells like the purple one, more coconutty. And then the last one I have is Let's Get Physical. And this one's like definitely more sheer because it's very light pink. Yeah, those three all smell like the same. So honestly, I like the red one kind of the best because I like the scent of it better. But yeah, those are beautiful. Like you can see how glossy they are. They are stunning. And I guess while we're swatching, I might as well just swatch the OleHenriksen for you as well, just so you can see kind of how the formula looks since I'm not putting it on my lips. This is Creme Brulee. So they have about the same amount of tint as the Summer Fridays, I would say, not like more tinted or less tinted. I would say they're about the same. And then the Strawberry Sorbet, by the way, this one smells delicious like strawberry, and the Creme Brulee smells like a delicious dessert. Like they smell so good. There is Strawberry Sorbet. So really pretty. And again, very glossy. So yeah, you can't go wrong with like any of these lip products. They are all amazing. Okay, moving on, we are on to contour now. So I don't have the bronzer that one. I think the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer was the best powder bronzer. I don't own that one, so we're only going in with a contour stick today. There was also best cream bronzer, which I believe was the Say cream bronzer, and I don't own that one either, but I do have the best contour stick, which is the LYS contour stick. I guess actually this was the best bronzer stick is the category that they had it under, not contour stick. But yeah, I can definitely see why this one won. This is seriously so good. It's so creamy, so pigmented. This is how it looks. This has been a favorite of mine ever since I got it, so I can definitely see why they gave it the award. As you can see, it just glides onto the skin effortlessly. Like it is so creamy. It's probably like one of the creamiest bronzer contour products that I've ever tried. So I absolutely love this one. But yeah, let's go ahead and blend this out and you guys will see how easily it blends. Like it just melts into the skin. Like look at that. Stunning. I love this product so much, and I love that it's affordable. Like you don't have to go out and spend like $50 on a good cream bronzer or bronzer stick. This is literally like 20 some dollars, I want to say. So very affordable, and it performs like amazing, like probably better than a lot of the higher priced contour sticks out there. I haven't tried a ton, but I have a Too Faced one, which I really love, and this one is easily comparable to that. Like this one performs just as good, and it's like half the price. So yeah, you really can't go wrong with that. Like look how easy that was to blend out. It was like so quick, so effortless, and it looks so good. Okay, now I never know if I should do my concealer first or my liquid blush. I'm like, which is the best order to do it in? I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really matter either way. I blend them in together. So I think I'm going to start off with the concealer first. Now the best full coverage concealer award goes to none other than Huda Beauty. Now I picked this up just recently in the last like 2 months. I got this, I think. I can't remember exactly when I got it, but it hasn't been very long that I've owned this. And I have been loving this. I have heard so many good reviews about this. I don't even think I've ever heard a bad review about this concealer. I just heard people rave about it over and over again, and I'm like, okay, what is the hype about this concealer? I need to try it. So I ended up finally ordering it, and I am not disappointed. It is so good. It's full coverage. It looks beautiful under the eyes. It doesn't crease. It's long lasting, like everything you could want in a concealer. So I've really been loving this one, and here is how the applicator looks. I actually really like this applicator. It's a bit of a bigger one, I would say, compared to a lot of other concealers, but I actually like this because you don't have to like always dip back into the bottle to get more product. Like whatever you get on your wand is going to be more than enough to do like your under eyes or even like spot concealing and stuff like that. So I actually really like this wand. I like using a concealer brush nowadays like over a sponge. I just feel like it does a better job at blending out, but I don't know where my concealer brush went. I have a couple, but I know one's dirty. I don't know where the other one is. I just can't find it right now. So I'm just going to use my sponge still works good, but I just feel like I prefer a brush now. I just feel like it does a better job at blending, and also I feel like you get better coverage with a brush over a sponge. But look at how beautiful that looks under the eyes. Okay, moving on to blush. Now, the Best Liquid Blush Award went to the Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tints. Now, I was so excited and so grateful to get sent these in PR this year. I got sent 5 different shades, which I will show you all of them. I have them all here. I don't know the names of these because they don't put them on the bottles. They just put like the number. So this is number 62, but I can put the names of them on the screen for you. So this is like a really pretty like mauve shade. Then we have number 53. This is like a bright baby pink. We have number 50.5. This is like a baby peach shade. We have number 41. This is like a deep red, very true red, very beautiful. And then we have number 65, and this is like a deep berry shade. So all very beautiful colors. I can do swatches of them for you, whichever ones I'm not going to use today. I think today I'm probably going to go in with number 62 just because this is the most like everyday kind of shade for me. So I feel like this is the one that I would typically reach for over the other shades. I feel like all the other ones are a little bit, I wouldn't say like out of my comfort zone, but just not typical shades that I would reach for on a day-to-day basis. I feel like this would be the shade that I would usually use. So I'm going to use this one today. This is how the wand on them look. I feel like with these though, you don't get a ton of product on the applicator, which honestly for me is like perfectly fine because they are so pigmented. You don't really want to go in with too much anyways. So I feel like whatever you get on the applicator is like all you're going to need, at least for the majority of the shades. I feel like the lighter shades, you can probably go in with a bit more. I feel like when I used this pink one, I had to go in with quite a bit because it is so light. It hardly shows up on my skin. But the darker shades, you don't need like much at all. So I'm just going to go in with like that much. And hopefully that's not going to be too much, but I feel like it should be fine. Now let me just grab a brush. And yeah, because this shade isn't super dark, so I feel like I can use more of it. But like the deep berry shade and the red are ones that you really want to go in light-handed with because those ones have a ton of color payoff. But like, look at how beautiful that is. And it blends like a freaking dream. Like, it's just so stunning. I absolutely love this formula so much. Like, this is 100% worth every penny. I can quickly swatch the other shades for you just so you can see how they look if you're interested in a different shade than the one I tried on. So this is the berry shade number 65. So as you can see, a very beautiful deep berry. We have number 41, which is the red. So it is a very bright red, like very true red. If you like red blush, this is a great one. Then we have number 50.5, which is the peachy shade. So these ones are a lot lighter, as you can see. So when they blend out, they do sheer out a lot. Like these lighter shades, you can't see them as much on the skin. So with these, I find you have to go in with quite a bit. And then that is the pink there. These are all really pretty colors. I think they have even a couple more shades than the ones I have here. Maybe like 1 or 2 more shades. But I love all the shades I got. I'm super happy to have gotten them. So yeah, that is the blush. Now we can move on to, I guess, powder. So powder, the Best Loose Setting Powder, of course, probably aren't surprised. I mean, I feel like it could have went either way. It could have been the Huda Beauty one because I know that one is so good and so popular. It's one of my favorites, but this is another favorite of mine, so I can definitely see why it won. And it is the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. This is such a good one. It's a beautiful blurring powder. It makes your makeup last all day. I love this one. I have this one in like 3 different shades. I have translucent, I have the pink one, I have the peach one. So it's kind of nice to have all different shades to use because you can use them for different things. Like the peach and pink I typically use under the eyes, and then the translucent I will use all over the face. So I can actually probably grab my pink one because I do have it right here, and we can use the pink one under the eyes, and then I'll use the translucent all over the face. That way you can kind of see how they both look. So you'll see like how the pink one gives like a really pretty brightening effect. Like, do you see the difference? It smoothed out everything and just made everything look blurred and like pretty much flawless. Now all over the face, we can go in with the translucent. And I'll just take a fluffy brush for that and just kind of dab that in. Tap off the excess and then get that all over my face and set everything into place. My forehead was looking really shiny and see how it just eliminated that shine? Like, gone. Looks so good. It honestly makes your skin look like airbrushed. Okay, we are on to powder blush next. Now the award for the best powder blush went to NARS. And this is such an iconic blush. I can see why it won the award. Now I have the shade, I won't say what it is, but we're gonna call her O. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to say it on here. I don't know, just in case. I can put it on the screen for you though, probably, or in the description box, but this is like the iconic shade from them. And it's honestly one of my favorites in my collection. Now, obviously, this is just a mini size. I've had this one for quite a while. They have actually reformulated these blushes since and made them talc-free, but I just have the older version. But I love this blush. I can definitely see why it won Best Powder Blush. It is beautiful. It gives such a pretty glow to the cheeks. It has almost like a gold kind of sparkle to it. It's just a very pretty blush. You can see the glow there. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, I love this one and I definitely want to get it in a full size eventually. All right, we're almost done, but next up we do have highlighter. So the best powder highlighter award went to none other than Rare Beauty. Am I surprised? No, this highlighter is so freaking good and it got so much love and hype this year and since it came out. I think it came out in 2023, I'm pretty sure, but this has just been like the most talked about highlighter, I feel like. It's just so freaking good. So I have the shade Enlighten, which is the lightest shade. Here's how it looks. It's so beautiful, you guys. It is like extremely blinding. So if you like a blinding highlight, you are gonna love this one. I honestly wanted to get the champagne shade because I don't really like these like super icy highlights anymore. I like more of like a champagne highlight, but to be honest with you, I'm not even wearing highlight that much anymore. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy the champagne shade in this because like I'm just not wearing highlight like as much as I used to. I don't know, I'm just kind of over it. So that's how it looks. As you can see, super pretty, super blinding. She is giving glow, like just honestly so gorgeous. I'm just gonna do a little bit on my nose. I don't know, I don't wear highlight that much anymore, but I do, I guess if I highlight, I usually just do my nose here, just on the bridge, and then, yeah, just like my cheekbones. Oh my gosh, I got so much. I didn't even mean to like put that much, but like, look at that. That is like insane. They really knew what they were doing with this one. I'm gonna add a little bit to my inner corner as well, since I don't have anything in my inner corner. We're just gonna pop a little bit of the highlight in there. Oh my gosh, look at that. That was just like effortless. Like I literally barely tapped it and it's just, there's so much payoff with this one. Like the formula is so buttery soft. It's so pigmented. Honestly, I feel like what we got going on right here right now is just not okay. I need to like tone that down. It looks a little weird. I didn't mean to put that much highlight. Like, I don't know. It's just so pigmented. There, is that better? Or does that look weird? I don't know. I think it's okay, but yeah, that is the highlight. She is gorgeous. All right, lastly, we are on to lips and then setting spray, and then we are done. So for lip liner, the best lip liner went to Makeup by Mario, and this is the Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in Hue. This is just a mini size. I really like this formula. I want to get a couple more shades in this lip liner because I honestly really like it. This is kind of just like a everyday light pinky kind of nude shade. It's almost like my lip color. Like it's like my lips but better kind of shade, which I really like. So I'll just apply some of that. You guys can see the color is like very similar to my actual lip color. That's how it looks. It's honestly such a pretty shade. It's like the perfect everyday lip color. Okay, so moving on to lipstick, we have the Best Sheer Lipstick award, and that went to YSL, and these are the Love Shine lipsticks. So I have two shades. I have 44 and 150. I can put the names on the screen because again, they don't have the names on here. But I was kindly gifted these this year as well, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are like my first, I think these were my first YSL product I've ever got. So I was so excited to receive these. So this is shade 44. And this one is like a really pretty pink, kind of like mauve-y pink. And then the other one is more of like, I think a nude, like a warm nude. I don't know, does this one have shimmer in it? Maybe not, I don't know. I thought maybe it had shimmer, but yeah, this is more of like a warm kind of nude shade. So I think I'm gonna go in with the more pinky one since it'll match my lip liner a bit better. But this formula is so nice, like it just glides on. And it is like a sheer formula, so it's not gonna give you a lot of pigment, but it feels like a lip balm. Like it's very nourishing to the lips, and you get that little hint of color as well. So yeah, I really love this formula. I can definitely see why these won like for best sheer lipstick because they are so nice, so luxurious. I mean, the packaging is freaking stunning. Like, look at that packaging. They're heavy, like these are luxe. So I definitely think that they deserve the award. Okay, we are on to the final product of the Allure Beauty Awards. Now, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Extra Glow Setting Spray. This won the award for the Best Dewy Setting Spray. Now, I actually have never tried this one before, so this is gonna be like my first impression. I do love like the original All Nighter spray that I've tried. I like their other one that they came out with. I think it was this year, the watermelon one, which honestly, I'm surprised that one didn't win. But this one, for whatever reason, the extra glowy one, won the award. So we're gonna try it out today for the first time. And again, I was gifted this. They sent me actually like their whole setting spray line this year. Was so happy to get because I've only tried the original one and now I got to try all of them. They have like 5 different ones, I think. So I've never tried this extra glowy one. I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit and then you can spray. I really like the mister on these. Like it's a fine mist. It doesn't like leave huge droplets on your face. So yeah, that is what we're looking like. Let's let it dry down for a second and see. So yeah, I think that's kind of how we're looking. It doesn't look overly dewy. It looks really nice. Maybe I'll like this one even better than the OG. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't feel like it gave me like a ton of glow. Like I feel like maybe it added a little bit of like a dewiness to my skin, but I wouldn't say it's like overly glowy. And it says extra glowy or extra glow, so I don't know, but I mean, we'll see. I think it looks good though. I think my makeup turned out really good. I love all these products. I can definitely see why they won the awards that they did. They're all really amazing products. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go because I feel like this video is super long. But let me know what products you guys have tried from this video. If you've tried any of them, what are your favorites? Do you think they deserved the awards that they got? Let me know. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts, and I will link everything down below for you guys if you're interested in checking out any of these products for yourself. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.